let's talk about the ultimate Sonos setup. We're going to be looking at 15 speakers, and I'm going to do my best to convince you and me that it's not too much. So starting in the living room, there's a humble beam connected to the TV. Next to it, you get the Sonos Sub Gen 2, not even Gen 3. It gives a decent sound. For surrounds, the classic play ones that give a beautiful sound, and just for aesthetic's sake, I like to have the Symfonisk bookshelf beside the TV. And sometimes I do the crazy thing of connecting that to the TV setup, giving myself a little bit more clarity. There's a lot of talk about dialogue in movies not being really clear, but sometimes that's where Sonos falls short, in the dialogue section. So I like to have the Symfonisk just in case. This is where I may have gone a bit overboard, but on the left hand side of the room, you can see a really nice, simple and humble Sonos 5. The reason why I have this here is because when I'm playing music around the house, I like to have 1 or 2 speakers playing in every room. If I have all the speakers in the living room playing, it becomes overwhelming and there's too much sound coming from the living room. So this is my living room music speaker. Going into the bedroom, I have 2 Symfonisk lamp speakers. These are really just play ones in a glorified shell. The reason why I like this is because I can turn the bass all the way down, so it means if I'm playing music at night, I can easily fall asleep without the bass blaring in my ears. So my speakers in the bedroom have the bass on like -10 because I don't really want to be hearing bass. I just want simple, easy listening. Moving on to the most impressive piece of Sonos kit I have in the house, the Symfonisk wall app. This speaker is absolutely amazing, and believe it or not, I can play music in the hallway through this speaker and it completely fills the house. Well, it would actually make sense. It's sitting on the wall, so the vibrations are just bouncing off the walls and spreading across the house. I want to say I'm going to compare it with the Sonos Play 3. It's a risky comparison, but in terms of one Sonos Play 3, yes, I say the Symfonisk speaker has that equivalent. It doesn't have the bass of the Sonos Play 3, but it definitely has the loudness, the clarity, and it just sounds really good, especially when you've tuned it through TruePlay. Another amazing thing that you can do is you can change the cover. I found someone in Europe who prints custom covers. I'll leave a link in the comments where you can see where you can get your custom Symfonisk speaker cover. Going to the kitchen, I have 1 Sonos Play 3 there. 1 is more than enough, otherwise you're going to be disturbing the neighbors. Finally, let's talk about the office. You can see behind me that there are 2 Symfonisk bookshelves. Most of what we listen to in the office is just jazz music on various Spotify playlists. We just want something that's easygoing, something in the background. Sometimes we listen to podcasts, shout out to Serial, so we don't want something too booming. But then you turn around and look at my desk and you see 2 Sonos 5s. It was so cheap to get the second hand, and all of these speakers didn't cost me that much. I'm sure I've paid less than £1,500 for all of these speakers, and you're probably wondering how. Well, let me explain something. Sonos users are just like Apple users. They have no idea why they want to move on to the next generation. And once they move on to the next generation, they're so excited about buying the new speakers that they just sell their older speakers that are still supported by Sonos as quickly as possible for as cheap as possible. A lot of time when I've picked up these speakers secondhand, most people don't even know what they're selling to me. So I've been able to pick up Sonos speakers that are worth £1,500 for £400. It's not my fault. Blame the rich people selling it to me. So that's my Sonos setup for the house. It's absolutely necessary. It's not overkill. And if you say it is, you're absolutely wrong. I know the Sonos subreddit will stand by me. Thank you very much for watching.